Zero here, bringing you guys another video. Now guys, for this video I'm going to be talking about the top 4 anime movies in Japan for 2017. Now before I go to the top 4, I want to say that originally this was a top 10 list, but I chose to talk about the top 4 animes and a bonus. And the bonus one, you're looking at it right now. The bonus one I chose to talk about was number 8 on the list, Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale. Let me say this: Sword Art Online is a very controversial series. A lot of people who don't know anything about anime swear they know everything about anime because they watch Sword Art Online. Um, it's not the greatest, but it is actually a pretty good series. I enjoy Sword Art for what it is. Sword Art Online has 2 seasons, spin-off coming out, a third season coming out, and I believe this it has like 3 games that came out in this film. Now this film came 8th last year in Japan, netting 2.52 billion yen, which equals to about $22.3 million. Now that is still a pretty impressive feat for a series, that's still pretty fresh. Sword Art came into the scene back in 2012 and has done really well for itself. Now the next entry in the series is number 4. And number 4 on the list is none other than Pokemon, the movie I Choose You. Now, Pokemon is a very interesting franchise to talk about because a lot of you guys may not know this, but I'm sure you guys do if you follow. This is the Pokemon Company's 20th film that was done for its 20th anniversary. As think about that, guys. 20 years of Pokemon. That is insanity. And the franchise shows no signs of slowing down. Pokemon has dominated, in the anime realm, in the animated movie realm, dominated in the mobile scene with Pokemon Go, and dominated in the video game handheld division for many, many years. And it's one of the biggest staples for Nintendo. And the Pokemon Company itself is, I believe, is worth is a $1 billion company outside of Nintendo. So it just goes to show just how much power is in Pokemon. And I'll tell you guys, Pokemon is one of my favorite. I love Pokemon. I love the games and all that. But let's get into the stats. It generated 3.55 billion yen, which equals to about $31.5 million US. Phenomenal. And Pokemon knows how to do it. I think they should do more movies on a big screen. They should. Now the next entry is very interesting. And we're talking about the live action Gintama film. Now I don't know much about Gintama. I was never a fan, never got into it. But from what I know, the series is nearing its end in the manga, and it was renewed for another season. I believe this is going to be the upcoming season is the last season, if not semi last season for the anime. But Gintama, to my knowledge, is also a very popular series. Always managed to be in the top 20, top 17 manga sales in Japan. So it's obviously doing something right, and in all for intended purposes, it might be an underrated series, but Gintama is doing well. And for what I've learned is that its live action was actually pretty darn good, and a lot of people actually enjoy the live action Gintama, and that it actually works for the series. Now, Gintama clocks in at 3.90 billion yen, which equates to about $34.6 million US. Pretty good. Coming in at number 3 for Japan. I will say this: number 2, I have no clue or anything about. I just know the magnitude of how popular it is. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. And number 2 on the list is a series called Agai Doraemon. Now, I have no idea what Doraemon's about. I couldn't even begin to tell you anything about the series. Um, the only thing that I do understand about it, that I do know, is that it is a top 5 family oriented series in Japan, and I believe Doraemon is amongst 3 other animes in Japan, or animated cartoons, in Japan that have been around for at least 20 plus years, over 1,000 episodes. I might be wrong, but I believe that's the case. But nonetheless, Doraemon comes in at number 2, clocking in at 4.42 billion yen, which equals to about $39.3 million US. A great feat for Mr. Number 2. Now, number 1. I know a little bit about this series. Number 1 goes to Detective Conan: The Crimson Love Letter. Now, Detective Conan is one of those series that I watched when I back a couple, like maybe 10 years ago when I was in Toonami, but never got past it. I only watched for the show, but never really got into the series. The series is mega popular with over 700 episodes, over 800 chapters, still ongoing. And a little known secret, a lot of you guys might not know, it used to be a part of the big three before One Piece came onto the scene. Yes. Detective Conan, along with Rurouni Kenshin and a series called Slam Dunk, among others, was amongst the top 3. And it's still a thousand in the top 20 in the manga sales every year. Now, for the movie, The Crimson Love Letter made 6.89 billion yen, which comes out to about $61.1 million. Guys, phenomenal. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys enjoyed that, my bad. If you guys enjoyed that, please comment, like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. And again, and by the way, guys, support the industry. Please support the industry.